Hey everyone! I hope you're all thriving, vibing, or surviving. Welcome to the stream. Grab a snack, get comfy, and let's have a chill time today. Alright, so we're gonna have another weekday stream. And for today, we'll be focusing on finishing off the last tower boss, Bjorn, with our team of Zoes. But maybe before we start, I'll just give a quick run through on what we've been up to since we've last um, gone on stream. All right, so off stream, I did manage to catch Crystallion Knocked. So at least this checks this spell off our list. And I've also been doing some off-screen grinding to level up a number of our pals, as well as to collect a bunch of kinship peaches so that I can bring my team of Zoes all to max level. And also to max level of trust. Did also spend a bit of time catching some human NPCs to feed to Zoe via condense. So we all have them at least 1 star rank. All right. Besides that, I've also built a skill fruit orchard. So this part really takes a while. So I decided to get this started to kind of focus on um, building the uh, rather farming for skill fruits, starting with Airblade. And I just noticed that this one is unreachable, which wasn't a problem before. Uh, okay, maybe we'll fix that later. Maybe it's just a little buggy, but we'll see if that gets fixed a little bit later. Maybe our pal's just busy with the mill making flour at this time. All right, and to warm up as well, let me just pull them up. So I did spend a bit of time finishing off the last few submissions so that we can get them off our list. Was able to capture or catch 10 Splatterina. Also got a Bastigore from an egg, finally. So this one took a while. Just went around Feybreak, basically looking for eggs. And we've also found a NPC that requires defeating Tarantris. So we defeated that alpha a second time so that we can clear this off our list. All right. So let's see. Well, this one looks like it's reachable now. I don't know, it's bugged out there, but we'll check that out later. Hopefully it progresses. And we'll take a look at preparing for the Bjorn fight itself. But before that, as a bit of an intro, we'll also finish off the 3 quests so that we don't have to worry about them as such. All right, so let's go finish off the easiest one. The guy wants us to show him a Bastigore. From memory, towards the end. Let's go look for that. You only got one. It's got a kind of a poor passive. We're probably not going to use this much. So for now, let's just go ahead and play some show and tell with the Pal Critic here and finish off this quest so that we can remove it from the list as well. All right. So let's go ahead and talk to the guy. Oh, of course, we have to show it. Here is Bastigore. I don't really want him to work on the tree. There. We can talk to this guy. And it looks like that is final quest. I've seen enough of your pals. Okay. Gave us handy workbook, couple of tech manuals, and some gold. Okay, I think the main prize there was pretty much the handiwork manual. That's fine. And yeah, remove that from our list. So seeing that we're done here, let's go quickly return and swap out Bastigor, since we're not really planning to bring it for today. And yeah, in those couple of minutes we brought it out, it already gained up to level 21. It's fine. Alright, let's put Bastigor back into the box and put in a few pals that can benefit from the experience that we get from these fights here. Alright, next up, go ahead and let's mark it on the map. Okay, let's go for the Splatterina quest first. Okay, that one is right here, near the hidden passage. So let's go ahead and do a quick visit to this and see if we can finish this quest off as well. Alright, so he wants 10 Splatterina. And I think we've got enough now. We just choose the ones with the poorest passives and move on. So I think they all start with Sadist. That's kind of their theme. And we want some plain ones. Okay, let's throw in the ones with so passives. 2 more. Okay, we'll keep the lucky. Oh, this one's a glutton as well. Alright, so we'll keep the plain ones, and a work slave might be helpful. Not available from the It's not available from the table. Should be fine. Yeah, that's good enough. Liver, goodbye, pals. Alright. It also gave some XP to our pals. That's handy. And I think that's the end of this quest as well. It gave us mind control meds for controlling dissidents. Okay. I'm not sure we really need that, but so let's just get the quests off our list. Okay, next. This one was a simple one. It just required defeating the Tyrantris. The Tyrantris Alpha. I just defeated that a second time quickly. But I did want to turn this in on stream so that you guys are not missing out. Okay, let's zoom over there and quickly get this finished. All right. No. Not. Maybe we should run off. We should retreat a bit. Or those guys might kill the NPC. Okay, let's wait until they are leaving us alone. They done? Oh crap. And that's the wrong button. That's what I get for trying to see why Discord's updating on the side. Christ. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's our first whoopsie. Yep. Whoopsie indeed. Hey, Laika. Thanks for dropping in. Seeing us dismount over a height. So, yeah, don't do that. That's pretty dumb. Also, doesn't help that Discord is stuck updating. I guess I don't really need it right on time. Yeah, I totally meant to do that. Ah, cold. No. We're going to melt. Wait. I think the temperature change is going to kill us before we get to the body. Bleh. Bleh. Let's just grab one of these old shirts. Okay, that should do them. Alright, so. Just a reminder for everyone. I guess be careful when multitasking and gaming at the same time. And also, we are not immune to fall damage. There isn't an equivalent item I'm aware of in Palworld that makes you immune to fall damage. Although you have something like that in Terraria. Let's grab that chest since we're here. And get our stuff back. Ah, careless. Okay. Let me just fix this for a sec. Where is my... There we go. Anyway, we'll probably have to fix that before we head to the boss. Before we do the tower boss. So that's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and quickly do the turn in before any other accidents happen. So with this one, all you have to do is catch or defeat Tyrantris Alpha here. So I've already done that off stream, so I should just be able to turn this in quickly. Alright. There we go. I think we got an elixir as well. I think that's the useful item. That'll increase our attack a bit. We use this now. Okay. Alright, with that, I think that knocks off all of our minor distractions, and I also run out of time, or rather I run out of excuses to delay. So let's go ahead and grab our Zoe team and get ready for the fight with Bjorn. Okay, I can't do that. Alright. Yeah, we're getting distracted again, but that's fine. Well, not really. Okay. Let's head back to the base and see what we can see. Okay, let's just deposit everything we're not going to use. Mind control meds, looks like medicine. Let's dump it here. And let's fix our accessories. This time we'll be doing something different. We won't need the mercy ring. Okay, we'll return this. I guess we can keep the accessories in the inventory so we can easily switch back. But we'll focus on what we actually need for the fight. So we'll bring life, defense, attack. And I guess we'll bring attack bonus for the pals as well. Or Zoes in this case. So let's get that all ready. Okay. That should set up our basics. Might be a long fight, so we will bring all 5 Terra Prismas. Also, we will switch out Night Glow. We will switch out everything. And equip 3 Terra Prismas. And our Vortex Beater. We have 2 spares. And we have 3 worth switching in. That should be... we only have 10 minutes, so we won't be able to do much else. Alrighty. Now let's bring out our Zoes. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so just... well, reviewing our party. So we do have 5 Zoes. We've maxed them out all at max level. I've powered them up with some souls as well. As much as I could reasonably afford. At 42 souls each. And 1 star rank condensation each. So you can't actually strengthen the Zoes or any human NPC with passive skills, since these don't actually affect them, even if I think from the menu it may appear sometimes. It doesn't actually apply since they're not pals. So the passives are just there right now mostly for flavor. But we did power them up all at Trust 10 using Kinship Peaches. Did a lot of farming on the Sakurajima bases, since every base you complete or clear guarantees 1 chest with at least 1 Kinship Peach, which increases trust. So that's the quick way to increase trust rather than waiting hours for them to gain trust passively in your party. And yeah, as you can see, their stats vary from, I guess, the 1000, around 1500 to 2000 on defense and attack. They do still have IVs or random internal values. Didn't bother really checking which ones are the best, but I did sort them out with in terms of the highest attack. So we'll cycle them in from highest attack to lowest attack as well. All right. What else do we need here? Food. We need buffs. So, seeing as we want to try to win this quickly on the first try if possible, I'll bring in 6 Memorest Curry, which will buff our attack by 25% as well. From our previous streams, as well as the raids, I did notice Zoe is very tough compared to most pals, so I'm not too worried about the defense. I'm more worried that she does not have enough attack to actually win the fight. So that's what we will bring to compensate. Okay, let me switch quickly to the undershirt for a moment, because maybe not this one. Switch it out for the pack. Okay, because it is a cold area, and I'm assuming we might take some damage before we go in. Alrighty. I think with that, let's go ahead and see if we can get this going. Yeah, I don't see anything else we need to do. So we'll go ahead and head to the tower entrance and see what we can see. Alrighty. Actually, it looks like there's an option to do the hard mode already. It's kind of odd. Let's just do normal. Obvious reasons. Yeah, let's see if I can switch back without getting damaged. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, we'll switch last. Let's feed everybody curry. Everybody damage buff. Okay, bring out the Terra Prismas. Since we did learn that you can bring this out before going in. Which I wish I knew earlier. Okay. Gonna switch this and jump in. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see what this guy's about. Okay. Big guy. Who's alone. And he's using a Bastigor as well. Bjorn and Bastigor. What the hell? Ah, the, Jesus. The Terra Prismas already started attacking. Okay, go Zoe, go! Tank it. Whoa. Okay, I think I will rotate quickly. Oh no. Running towards me! By me! Not like me. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. That was bad. I'm not able to shoot much. That's water and ice? Probably ice. Whoa 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 whoa. Oh yeah, the typing says it's ice. Could have brought my Ragnarok up here. Fine. At least we don't have to worry about our partner getting damaged. I think we're doing pretty well. Okay, we got 25% down. Have to help Zoe a little bit. Holy crap. This thing goes through the pillar. Rude. Bro. Telegraph your moves more. At least it's pretty easy to hit. It's right on top of Bastigor. It's either headshot or we hit him. And hitting him looks like counts as a crit right away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lot ice. Whoa, 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 he's jumping. That was painful. Yep. Okay. First Terra Prismas broke. Figures. 7, 8, 9. Running, running, running. It looks like he's got a number of different elements. It looks like a water move as well. So rather than being pure ice, it's got mixed moves. Looks like the beam thing again. Ah, crap. Bad beam. Okay, as long as we don't die, I think we can get this guy down the first try. Ow! Yeah, Zoe is pretty much able to do her full damage like this. We're the one tanking for some reason. I think the pair of Prismas are keeping the aggro all on me. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it works, it works. Okay. Alright, we brought him down to half. Alright. Better than expected. Considering I didn't know what element how this guy was gonna have. But I guess it doesn't matter as long as you bring Zoe. Maybe I should have only trained one or two. It's fine. The extra Zoes will be handy for raids later. Okay. 200,000 left. Ow. Okay. Need to stop getting hit. Beam. That's the beam. Ah! Okay. Killers. Not good. Let's try to hide a bit. I think you need to not die. You also need to bring out a new pair of Prisma. At least some of the moves are blocked by the pillars. Okay. Oh, big ice move. Is it slow? A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. Come on. Okay, this is not... Wow. I need not move as fast. Okay, as long as you don't get beamed too much, to be fine. The Hexolite armor seems to be sufficient here. That along with our accessories. Ow! Speaking of beam. That looks like Hexolite armor. Normal Hexolite armor alongside some decent accessories. Makes you tanky enough. Not to stand and take all the hits, but at least you don't have to dodge every single move. Whoa! Kinda close. Kinda close. Oh, jumpy, jumpy. Let me push back Zoe. Whoa. On. Alright. It's still relative. Well, DPS wise, it's a bit close, but I guess we did have room for error here. And I'm making a lot of errors. I'm not used to the moves yet. But I think we're almost done. Famous last words. Not this time. Not gonna end up like Celine. Yeah! Die! Die! Yay! 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 Nice. Okay, first try. Actual first try. Let's put this on. And on the top of the tower. Aw. So we shy. Oh well. It's in there. Okay. We got the final fast travel point on the top. And we've successfully cleared Feybreak Tower. I think my only small regret there was we weren't able to maximize on the experience. Reward for defeating Bjorn and finishing the quest. But I think it was safer to bring all 5 Zoes just in case, since it was the first time. we were gonna face it, and we got humiliated by Saya already before. So little over preparation won't hurt at this stage. But yeah, it looks like we don't have any more current missions in terms of the main mission. So we finished the last main mission of the patch by defeating Bjorn in Feybreak Tower. So, yay! We've done that successfully. In terms of what we were using, we barely used 3 Terraprismas. So, depending on your attempt, I would still suggest bringing 1 or 2 extra. Since you might want to dodge more and shoot less. And you'd have to rely on Terra Prisma damage more in that case. Alrighty, so that's a lot faster than I thought. So let me take a moment to think about what to do next. Oh yeah, since we did finish the final tower, and I don't have a flying mount, I cannot jump down. Yeah, let's remember not to jump down. Let's head back to the base. And I think the next part is to really see what the reward is for defeating Bjorn in terms of new things that we can build. So, taking a... Well, let's remove these first. And put back our regular set. But we don't waste anything. Actually, yeah. We put away the combat accessories. And put in our standard set. So that we don't get confused too much. I like bringing the multi-climate undershirt +2. We don't have to worry about the weather being too hot or cold. And generally, I like bringing a couple of growth acceleration bells as well. So that we can increase the experience gain from any combat or any activity really that we're doing. Since you gain I'll experience for most things. Alright, let's go ahead and repair our prismas before we forget as well. And put them away. Probably for our next combat intensive activity. Although I like to bring one. I find this bring at least one is pretty helpful for having an easy time destroying the Sakurajima bases in particular. Since you can attack things through walls. With that and the night glow. And I'm lazy. So that works out nicely. Alright. So with that done, I guess we'll put back the Zoes in the box. Guess we'll... No, it's not like being pet. Okay, feed. Maybe we can bribe her with food. Feed. Oh, that she'll take. Okay. Okay, she likes food. Figures. Okay. So I think we'll put our Zoe crew back into the box for now. And yeah, I think they'll be pretty helpful for maybe the raid bosses or the oil rig. But for now, they're already maxed, so I'd like to put something that gains XP in my party. Alright. Well, I'm not sure what to replace Jet Dragon with yet, so figure that out later. Okay, so bit of a victory lap after defeating Bjorn. We'll see what has been unlocked in terms of ancient tech. Oh, and here's the important one that I wanted to unlock immediately. And unfortunately, I need a bit more Hexolite Quartz. Okay, that's a bit of annoying. But let's learn this. And let's go ahead and grab that Hexolite right away. So it looks like once you defeat Bjorn, it gives you some ability to start producing Hexolite passively. It's good. But you do need a bit of Hexolite to build the first one. So let's do a quick detour to harvest that. Anyway, we have a lot of, I guess, extra time this stream to kind of enjoy our victory lap. That's fine. Alright, so get a bit of Hexolite Quartz. Might need a few nodes. I think it requires 100 pieces. Let's go ahead and collect that. I think each of these looks like it's 40. Oh, finish a couple more. Yeah, I'll let Jet Dragon kill whatever's around us since I can't really be asked to worry about that right now. Okay. And one more. Okay. Gonna be the last Hexolite Quartz node we have to mine manually. Which we'll be able to have this back on the base. We'll have mine of our own. Alright, I do hope they add chromite in terms of mining as well. But that doesn't seem to be available this patch. But I wouldn't be surprised if they add that at some future patch as well. But for now, chromite's probably going to be a bit of a bottleneck. So we'll have to probably still do dungeons off screen. Collect that. Okay. Let's go ahead and deposit all our stuff first. Stay organized. And let's build a Hexolite mine. So, production. Hexolite Quartz mine. Okay, nice. This one is smaller. It's not so big. This ore one was pretty big. And blocking the way. Which side am I gonna put this on? Guess this will be fine. Try to put it in a not so janky spot. Yeah, speaking of jank, they did announce it depends on your time zone. It was earlier today or yesterday that they're planning to release Palworld 1.0 next year. And I guess they did also that to kind of manage expectations that the winter update, or the update towards the end of this year, may not be as big as the previous ones. But if that's the price to get to get out of early access, I have no issue with that. Anyway, that's just a bit of a random tidbit. Let's go ahead and start building this. 1.0 is still quite a ways away. Um, 2026 could mean winter of 2026. I'm not holding my breath, but it's still a lot bit faster than most other games that are in early access and which have followed, which have fallen into development hell. It's good to see that Pocket Pair actually plans on releasing a complete game at some stage. And that stage is apparently next year. So hooray! Alright. Okay, it's been bothering me for a while. Let me just take a side step here to fix our thing here for PAL research. Let's select something we haven't finished. Okay, I think handiwork, except for the base enhancements done. I'll do base enhancements last. And with kindling, how about watering? I don't really rely on this much. Electricity, numbering. I don't see anything too critical. Alright, we'll just leave it at medicine production. And we'll get someone with medicine production up to help us out. I think that will end up being the ones we haven't brought out much. It's probably, yeah, the Belanoirs. Haven't seen these in a while. About the same to me. Anyway, let's bring that in the party and sign her manually on this while we do other things. Alright. So now that we have Hexolite, obviously we want to focus our miners on the Hexolite mine. I'll put both Astigons on it for a while so that we can catch up on Hexolite Quartz production. And we'll let the Blazamut Ryu stay flexible in case we need some other stuff. Alright. What else? What else? I guess it's a base building, base improvement stream for a while now. Let's just get some of these things done and out of the way. Alrighty. What else? What else? Yeah, I'll hold off on the expeditions since I want to rearrange how our pals are set up as well. But I think I should visit the other base for a sec. Just to see if system growing. It's growing, that's fine. Just to see if we're not filling up the breeding farm with too many Yakumo eggs. Alrighty. I want to see if... I don't know, Discord's stuck on checking for updates. It's probably hanged. I'll have to fix that after stream. Whatever. Okay. It's just as I expected. These dogs have been busy. Let's go ahead and get those eggs in. Okay. Nothing interesting. Okay, we'll just move those all to the cold storage or the dimensional storage and save those up for Yakumo juice. Condensation fodder. Well, eventually something with another blue passive should appear. but eventually it's not today, so tough. Okay, let's move out these. Okay. Alrighty, let's continue leaving Belanoir on this while we look at if there's anything else that was unlocked. So I think the most important one is this one, the quartz wine, Hexolite Quartz mine, obviously. You can actually see how quickly they work on it. Mm, that's actually pretty slow. 32 of them. Okay. I have an idea how to speed it up, but take a look first if there's anything else important that we need to build. Okay, other things that are unlocked on Ancient Tech is the air dash boots. More of a nice to have. Let's focus on production stuff. Oh, we can't afford the incubator. Homing sphere launcher. No, we don't need this. I think that's about it. Okay. I think the new structure really was the Hexolite Quartz mine. Fine. Alright, continue upgrading medicine production while I'm here. Oh. I need high grade medical supplies. I don't want to waste too much time, so let's just take a quick look. What else do we need? 40, 20. Alright. I'll buy around 200. We will take a quick visit and use the power of money to solve this problem. Minor problem, no big. We need to get the high grade medicine. And the fastest way to do that is not really crafting it, but just buying it all with cash so that I can passively complete this while we figure out our next strategy. Alright. I'm forgetting you can ride these. Might as well ride it. Kind of janky looking. It's the size of an actual dog, so it's not very big. Okay, I think one of these is... They're high-grade medical supplies. It's kind of expensive, but we can afford it. I think... Yeah, 250 probably. Would be enough for all of the research that we care about. And let's go head back to the base. Alrighty. Okay, so let's switch back to the team that we're sort of passively leveling, since even doing stuff on the base gives a bit of XP. Well, it's not that big, but I might as well use it. Okay. Right, let's select the research first. Yeah, focus on medicine making. And this one. and leave Bella Noir to it. Okay, just quick deposit the rest and take a look see. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh yeah, it's the first thing I kind of notice is even with two Astigons, this is pretty slow. This rate of production is fairly slow. It's several seconds per piece. So it's about time we've kind of, I wouldn't say fully optimized, but we're going to nearly fully optimize our base pals. Since we finished early, might as well do this stream so that we can improve our production. But one of the things I've been postponing was the use of these books that we've been gathering in terms of the work suitability increases. Now, in previous patches or even on release, traditionally the best way to get a maxed out base worker was to condense them all the way to 4-star rank, which meant you would have to um, have 116 copies of that pal um, and turn them all to juice to feed it up to get that bonus into work suitability. So it increases the work suitabilities by one across the board. So, like for example, Astigon here, that would maximize Astigon's mining from level 4 to level 5. It's fully condensed. Condensation also affects all the other stats. So generally, that was a good idea, and it still is if you want a perfect base worker pal. But with the addition of the work suitability books, and at least what I think these are really for, are for basically tiding over that stage before you get into the fully optimized or the perfect pal stage, and the between that and the, I guess, the medium or mildly optimized uh, set of base pals. So we'll be using these books on our um, mining pals. I think that's the priority. So let's look for the mining books first and see how many we have. So I've started accumulating more of them since I've been doing the Sakurajima bases anyway. And I was trying to collect the kinship peaches for the Zoes. So it's fairly straightforward now to make that farmable. So I think it's about time we actually get to the near perfect base pal stage. All right. So in terms of the base pals we actually have, I'm not planning to change the composition significantly. I was also postponing this in the hopes that we would get Yakumo or a Yakumo with, I think it's called Remarkable Craftsmanship. There's a blue passive which is better than Artisan. Unfortunately, it never popped up. So we'll work with what we got and maybe just upgrade with a perfect base pal whenever we get to it. So, okay. So let me make some space. Sort this out quickly. So move these two down. And we'll get the Astigons first. So if you're going for perfect base workers, you probably would want to save your... Actually, that's the other consideration I did think of. If you're making the perfect base pals, you wouldn't actually need the books, which is which begs the question: why are the books there? And my logic is you need to use these earlier than when you fully optimize your base pals. And this looks like a good enough time as any to use them up and bring our production up to speed. So naturally, we want to upgrade mining for both Astigons. They already have both Artisan and Sirius. They're both Dark Pals, so they're naturally nocturnal. And although they don't have Work Slave, they don't have um, Remarkable Craftsmanship. They'll do for now. And my suspicion is by the time I get a Yakumo with Remarkable Craftsmanship, I'll probably have new books anyway. So I can make that an option later. So let's upgrade Astigon 1. Oh, yes, I've got a description. Conducted a lecture. And its mining proficiency has increased. Okay, so you're lecturing your pals. Huh. I guess that's the thing. Okay, that's cute. Send them back to the workforce. Don't remember the order. It probably doesn't matter. Let's see if they still remember their assignments. No, they don't. So let's put both of them on Hexolite. Well, this one is on a break, seems. But we'll see how fast the single Astigon's working now. I can't really tell the difference. We need to put both of them on it. Where's the other guy? Hey. No slacking. Oh, no, so this is mining. Not mining the right thing. Mine the right thing. Alright. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it still takes several seconds with a couple of Astigons, but visually I think it's maybe twice as fast, I think. Anyway, so that's probably as good as we can make it for now. So we'll take it. Might as well lecture the Blazamut Ryu as well, since we're here. And double check. This one is mining level 4, yeah. Even if it's just a part-time miner, might as well maximize the work proficiency as well. And since we're doing this, might as well start working on the other things. I think I can spare a couple of kindling books. I will max out Blazamut's kindling as well. And that should speed things up quite a lot. Alright. Just do the next upgrade on medicine production. As I guessed, we can do this one fairly quickly without much additional thought. Okay. And let's focus on the base pals first and think about additional convenience later. Yeah, I was thinking of using another kindling. I'll hold on that first. Let's see what else is relevant in the base pals. Since we are on the final stages of the game, we might as well bring our pals up to near perfect status as well. So I guess the next practical one is to upgrade handiwork. And let's see, I just want to check our other options before we choose. No, it's not. Some of this. Sort by work suitability level handiwork. There. I think we really only have... Which ones have handiwork for? Splatterina. Because Lucky... Okay, Lucky does affect work speed a little bit. Not much though. Splatterina, Celine, or Anubis. Okay, looking at their mix of skills. Splatterina, 4 handiwork, 3 medicine, 2 transporting, 4-3-3. Yeah, I think my bias is towards Celine, so we will grade our Celine here. Okay, we need a handiwork book. We should also... Oh, we have a lot of handiwork books. But for now, let's just upgrade the base spells. Let's upgrade Celine. Probably could have done this earlier, but it's fine. Better late than never. And I think we're in the stage where we want to mass produce things that are end game material anyway. So we're good with that. Okay. Let's put Celine back in the queue. Next part is for transporting. We got 3 transporters. Transporting is not a huge deal compared to the other skills. But if we don't max these out, when are we going to, right? I think we have an option as well. See how many books we have. We have 4. Yeah, you know what? Let's not be stingy today. Although I'm normally a pack rat. I still am. Like, I like hoarding things. But let's actually use some of these things from time to time. Alrighty. Yeah, let me just put a few of these away. Just put them all away. Okay, so the Eye of Cthulhu are the main transporters. They take priority. And they already have the movement passives, which are basically the only things that help here. Wampo is a secondary transporter. And I'm mostly keeping this because I just want a lumbering / transporting pal. So I guess we'll upgrade all 3. As well. We'll upgrade their core skills, at least. Don't think I can afford to make them do everything, but make them do a lot. Okay, so focusing their priorities. Astigons are on mining full-time. We want Celine to be doing handicraft, medicine making maybe, and transport when it's not doing anything else. That's fine. Alright, let's use the transporting books on all 3 transporters. Since I'm expecting our production to speed up, we don't want stuff to get left on the ground because that's annoying as heck. Let's upgrade all 3. Alright. So now they have transporting 5, transporting 5, transporting 5, and lumbering 3. Alrighty. I still prefer the Eye of Cthulhu because it eats less. And I think moves pretty fast naturally. But you may favor other transporters depending on your setup. Alright, so let's finalize their priorities. Okay, Eye of Cthulhu, of course, is only on transporting. Okay, 5, 5, 5. I'm just triple checking. And we have their Wumpo. It's not doing planting, it's not doing handiwork. It's only doing lumbering and transport. Okay. Should cover the other main jobs. So that covers this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus Wumpo. Okay, cooling is not super important. More than it's kind of an optional thing, but I don't think I really have any other use for a cooling book, so see how many we have. Oh, we only have 1 cooling book. We'll keep the book just in case then. We'll postpone the cooling. It's low priority anyway. But for whatever reason, we only have 1 of those kind of books. Which is fine, because it's not very important book, I guess. Okay, so we'll leave our Frostallion and work suitability 4. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we also upgraded kindling. We have a kindler at 5, and a miner at 5 here. It's dual use. Electricity production. I guess it won't hurt, but won't really help much either. We have a book for it. Oh no, we only have 1 book for electricity generation as well. So I'll hold off on upgrading more circ, just in case something better comes along or something with a better passive. Okay. It's fine. We haven't been low on power on this base ever since anyway. Okay. Double checking 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4. This is 2 5s, 1 4. Watering. I guess watering won't hurt. Okay, we have a lot of watering books. We'll upgrade our Gangler. Gangler Ignis, rather. With watering. So that we can speed up the production of flour and other things. Alright. Let's fix its assignment here. Sometimes it gets reset. I'm not sure what resets this. Most of the time it seems to remember its old assignments. Celine is fine. Okay. Don't want Gangler to transport or Kindle. We only want it to do watering. Now that it's at max work suitability. Okay. And I think that leaves only one left that we can upgrade. Planting and gathering with Bralo, huh? Rather. Could have books for that. Planting and gathering. Alright, we will upgrade Bralo, huh? To improve the yields and the speed of working on these tasks. And this should help us produce more ingredients for cake as well. And other food, I guess. That becomes relevant. Alright. Yay! So we've had our base workers hit the books. And I think double check if everybody's doing what they're supposed to. So only mining, transport, medicine, handiwork. Mainly handiwork, transport only, watering only. One gets idle. But sometimes it gets distracted with transport, so I just leave it. It's fine. This one can transport and produce electricity. That's fine. Kindling or mining. Um, lumbering or transport. Just regular cooling. Okay, no mining, but planting and gathering. For full optimization. And the rest here are ranch pals. So those we can't really do much with. Alright. I think that covers the major suitabilities. We just check our books. Kindling, watering. Alright, the rest of the books will keep as spares. Potentially to save them for house with better passives. If we catch some. But for now, I think this will suffice to improve all of our production at the base. And mining's not so important. Neither are these other tasks. Alrighty. Let's see. What else do we have? Alright. Guess we've also been putting this off for a while. The Zoes, I've renamed all the Zoes just to differentiate them a bit. But we do have some other pals that are at Trust 10. I think let's name them as well, since they've earned a name, for the lack of a better term. I think they've earned their right to be named, and they've lasted this long. So we will grant them the honor of having a name, but only if they're Trust 10. I think there are a few pals which we've naturally reached Trust 10 with. We'll focus on them. And I think they should all be things that are favorites, or else they wouldn't have enough trust. Just checking from memory, I think it's the ones which we kept with us in the leveling. So no pinship peaches. Okay, a jet dragon. It's one. Also the very first jet dragon we caught. That's interesting. What else did really reach? Trust 10. Actually, very few. After all this time. Ragnarok, of course. Or Van Worm. And Dire Hall. And that's it. Even the Zoes, these were powered by Peaches, so that's not naturally maxed. So, seems like all the way to finishing the main quest, it looks like you'll only be able to max trust a few pals. And from what I can tell, they're all the pals which are mounts. Because typically you'll be bringing your mounts with you most of the time. But that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and do some quick naming. So I already thought of some names for them. This is our literal zoomer mount. Zoomer pal. So called zoomer. Oh yeah, I've also been using zoomer here to help clear the Sakurajima bases. So I also gave it some souls to help with a little bit of damage. Although I haven't started ranking it up. And Ragnarok is best bird. So just have to be reminded that it's the best bird. And no beacon is not better. Vanworm. Let's just call this one Liz. Because it's worm is a kind of lizard. And this is Doggy. Doggy goes Bow Bow. They're gonna go Bow Bow. Alright. So now that we have them in our crew, and before I forget, let me just sort everything by Alpedia number. Let's see if we can condense them a bit. So since they're natural trust 10, we'll strengthen them a little bit. Probably also want to upgrade it with souls and stuff. But for now, I think condensing at least will also free some space in the box. Where is the dire house? Or the dire house? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. I don't have enough to get to rank 2. I guess I'll just get the four weakest ones. Here's a shabby one. I really like Hooligan. 3, 4. Alright, then we look for Vanworm. Oh, we have a lot of Vanworm. I might be able to upgrade Vanworm a bit. Upgrade Liz. How many do I have here? 22 interesting ones. Okay, we'll get a memory 4, 16, 20. We'll get 20 of them. We don't need noble anymore. That's red. The red ones first. Red passives. I actually like the ones with no passives because they're useful for breeding later on. Bottomless stomach. Okay. Passives I don't like next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 12. Okay, that seems good enough. 1, 2, 5, 6. Oh, that's 18. Isn't that 18? This is 6. Yeah, I need 2 more. 2 more. Logging foreman. Okay, I think that's good enough. Alrighty. Let's condense first. Let them not get confused. Okay, so we will upgrade Duggo. We'll upgrade Vanworm to rank 2, I think. Yeah. We'll get him to 2-star. Okay. 1-star, 2-star. How many Ragnarhawks do we have? Also an excuse to clear up my boxes. They're accumulating a lot of pals. Ragnarhawk. We only have 2 here. I don't think I have any spare jet dragon. Okay, Ragnarhawk. In the last box. 4, 5, 6. Okay, we don't have that many. We'll just get 4. 4 of the worst ones. Destructive. Shabby. Destructive. Sickly. Oh, there's also Glutton. Which is the least. Fine. Alright. So we can soup up Ragnarhawk a bit. By feeding it other Ragnarhawks. Oh well. Right, we got some ranks. Now play with the souls maybe. Some other time. I will have to see and prioritize souls for raid pals. But we might bring these 3 on raids anyway. Just for fun. And because they're also max trust anyway. That's fine. Shouldn't be a waste. Okay. Zoomer here. Technically we only need 4. At least you can see them from here. 4 Jet Dragon. You know what? Maybe we will use him. Look for the worst ones. Just upgrade this a bit. Mercy hit. I know, but they're all level 60. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I think I'll keep the level 60 ones. Maybe we'll deal with that some other time. We may need May need to consider ranking up Zoomer. Alright. Anyway, that's a bit of a distraction, but we were able to kind of ready our favorites and identify them. So easier to select later on. Alright. What else? What else? I guess we can look at breeding. Yeah, maybe we'll start breeding a few jet dragons. Since I'm also not lucking out on them. Let's just see if there's something that needs my attention here. Oh, this is almost done. I'll come back to this in a bit. See if I am accumulating stuff. How's my Hexolite? Okay, 600. Not bad. I guess we can start producing Hexolite bars. Yeah, we're gonna hit the chromite wall, but at least we can make a few pieces more. Get that in queue. Also see how fast this cooks. That's pretty fast. The book's worth it. Okay. Same time. What else? Simply cook spheres. There's nothing else as a priority. Just continue making legendary spheres. Maybe cake. Cake's good. Everybody likes cake. We're running low on eggs. Oh well. Maybe just 50 cake. Alright. Go ahead and line up that. And I think it should be done. Yes, it is done. Okay, I will continue farming airblade fruits. This looks like a pretty good one to use for the raids in particular. And we're almost done with medicine production. Alright, so if we're going to make another breeding farm on the other side, we will need... Okay, we don't need to bring materials. I do want another incubator thingy. Large incubator. I need to bring the sieve parts and the cores. Sieve parts. Okay. Should be enough. And I think medicine production has completed here as well. Research. We're not mass producing medicine yet, but might as well just get this out of the way while we can. Alright. We'll let Bella continue working on that. And sort these out. Okay, which ones were we leveling? We wanted to level Grisbolt. We wanted to level... Our first Stallion army is about done. Need to catch up the Neptilius. Okay, these need to catch up. 261. All right. So I think we'll go ahead and build another breeding farm. Oh, visitor. Yeah, gonna have to go get the visitor. Okay, let's do the Yakumos first. It's all of let's jump. Sweet. All right, that's fine. I don't think the visitor will leave right away. So we'll go ahead and focus on this first. Breeding farm. All right. I forgot how large these are. Jeez. I'm gonna fit this. Bro, it's so large. The heck. Again, this side. It fit. Dang, these things are huge. Okay. We have a... Aha! There, we can build something here. Behind this. That looks kind of weird though. The ground is kind of off. Okay, maybe all this... The trees are probably blocking the way. Hey. Let's try to make some space. We don't really need trees anyway. Goodbye to your tropical paradise. Make it slightly less tropical. There. Okay. Now will you let me build where I like? It is so large. Overlap. Overlapping with... This is about the best you can do. Ah, whatever. As long as it's not... Oh no, it is. No, 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 no. It's beyond. Beyond the area that can bug out. Huh. This one's barely inside. Oh, that's annoying. Let's hatch these eggs first. Ooh, I don't see any blue. Okay, check that out later. Huh. Need space. Breeding farms are too large. How about on this side? Don't build on water. Of course. A way to rotate this. It's happy. Maybe it'll barely fit. Let's see if this fits. No, it's still outside. No, 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 don't finish. Ah, it's not a real rock. Let's try to find some space for this. Kind of tempted to dismantle the regular farms. Okay, is that enough space? Come on. Oh, maybe if we build it the other way. That? Okay, there, this works. Looks like it barely fits. Okay, let's just test if this... I know it's a ranch. I wonder. And similar. Breeding farm. Yay! Almost thought that would fit. Right. That. No, it's still beyond the boundaries. Ah, what this side? We don't want it to be outside of the boundaries of the base because that's when jank happens. A lot of jank. How about this? Barely inside. Yes, it's barely inside. Okay, this one looks like it'll work. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so blue line, are you in the blue line? Yes, you are completely in the blue line. There's a janky rock in here. I hope that does not become a problem. We will test if that becomes a problem or not. Alright. So, breeding farm. Number 1 is completed. Or rather, number 2 is completed. Put in some cake. And before I build the next thing, let's just test if this works. Okay, so I'll need a male and female. Drop some things here. Do we not care about too much? Oh, these are the old crew. Gumuds or fin cider. Alright, we'll bring back fin cider. And 2 fin ciders. Looks like we also only have space for another pair here. And let's look for a decent breeding pair for the jet dragon. We can start farming for condensation fodder. Unless we're extremely lucky, we're probably not gonna get things with good passives from pure breeding. But I could be proven wrong. That's fine. So which male? Which one has slightly better stats? So 10, 50, 30. We like attack more. That's one. And need a female. I think all the females have some stat. I don't want to transfer the stat. I want a pure. But I guess just put a dragon killer. Oh, decreases dragon damage. Cold blooded. What is ice attack? Hey, most of them are male. Not an even distribution on catching. Alright, I guess wanted work slave might be slightly more useful in case we do some custom breeding. Um, work preferences won't matter. We'll fix them on breeding farm. Let's see if that works. Are they not gonna get stuck? Are they working? They're breeding. Okay. Guess that works. Now I want to build an incubator right beside this. Large incubator so that I can tell this is the one for jet dragon eggs. Right. There we go. And yeah, I think that'll start our slow but sure start on some extra condensation fodder for Zoomer Dragon. Zoomer Dragon. Especially since we don't have the luck to get stronger passives at this point. So we'll just brute force it. Alright. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Pick's working, breeding's working. We'll go back to the other base and see what else we can do to improve our productivity. I think this side is passable for now. And starting to breed fodder on our favorites. Starting with Jet Dragon. Alright, so I don't want to have too many breeding farms yet because I'm not so sure if I can keep up with the cake production. And I also not sure what I want to breed next. So we want to do Ragnarok already though. Might take a while. Think. We do Ragnarok. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave that for now. So sorting. I'm not sure if I have another have enough cores for another thing. Ah, fine. Oh, so get the rest of the cake. We got Hexolite. Fine. Yeah. Since we're already here, let's see if we can take a look. How many Ragnarok do I have that are vanilla? Preferably, I want the pure strain. That'll be the best for fodder and a small chance of getting good random passives, but mostly fodder. Do I have a working pair here? A male with nothing. Female with nothing. Okay. Okay, we do have one more working pair, so let's go back and see if we can set that up. Let's kind of start our breeding operation down. Oh, I already have an egg. Big, huge dragon egg. These take a while to hatch, but that'll do. I have to divide the cakes into groups of 3. I'll start the cake later. Okay, the bigger problem is where to put the space for this third breeding farm. Still fit one here in the back. Kinda doubt it. Am I going to kill the farming operation? Or do I move it? Can I move the farming operation? Maybe I'll relocate the farm. This is tomato and lettuce. Okay. Squeeze them somewhere here. This tomato on this side. Tomato. Lettuce. Lettuce spray. Whatever. Put it in the middle. Good enough. Probably. Okay. One more breeding farm. I need to cut these. We're messing up with my visuals. Bye. Deforestation time. Stupid tropical trees, not dropping new kind of wood. Okay. There we go. Okay, there should be enough space. Find a nice angle for it. You've got to be kidding me. It's not flat enough? Come on. No way, man. Let's find a nice angle. Too close. Oh, there. You jump? How that work? The heck? Okay, that might be good enough. Um, oh, it's slightly sunk to the ground. What the hell? That's janky. That's super janky. I can't even disassemble the damn thing. That looks super janky. The heck, man? At least the box shouldn't be sunk to the ground. This box. That's just weird. What's going on with this building? Alright, at least the box is on top on this side. Is it all fully in the circle? Yes, it is fully in the circle. Eh, fine, we'll take it. Alright. This will breed the Ragnahawks. That's the next one. And I didn't bring them out. Go back to the other side. Sheesh. I think I left them in the dimensional storage. Eesh. Okay, let's get a couple. Vanilla ones. Vanilla Ragnahawk. There's only two anyway. Only one breeding pair. For this species, where are you? Sickly, no. Masochist, no. Plain. Capacitor, plain. Alright. So bring our breeding to 3 farms. What else? I lost my way. Here. And a couple of these are gonna have to go back to the box. What I actually want them to do. Don't really need them for work. But I guess the dome one's the funnier looking one. I'll leave. I'll leave a nocturnal one. Alright. We're also running out of slots, so the next time I build a breeding farm, I'll have to sacrifice food production, it looks like. I'll have to give a thought about whether I want to do that right now. But for now, we'll use this as a combination. Also for breeding our condensation fodder for the most part. At least we'll assume they're condensation fodder. We get lucky, we get lucky. But usually we don't, so let's not get ourselves too disappointed. Or is it not? There. Okay. Male, female. Male, female. Male, female. See, this is working. Oh, right. It doesn't have any cake. I have to split this into 3. Do some math. Yikes, math. Okay, 2,500, about 800 each, I think. More or less. Oh no, not exact. Getting triggered. Bro. Okay. I think that's closer. 863, 863, 867. Okay. Good enough. I'll live with it. 800 cakes each. Hey Frida. Welcome to the stream. No, I don't stream daily. But I do try to stream about twice a week. You can see my schedule on the published there on the page. But yeah, I try to at least stream on one weekend and one weekday. There we go. 3, 3, and 3. This should work. Okay. Now we can complete our breeding program. Okay. This one is running. It's also running. And I think the Ragnarhawks are running as well. All good. Alright. Let's go ahead and build another incubator here. It should get us properly set up on this side. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with this. Go ahead and go back to the main base for a while. Alrighty. I guess that sets up some breeding farms as well for condensation mostly. We'll be condensing some of our favorites as well as continuing to try to get a Yakumo with a rainbow passive or blue passive. But I'm not gonna hold my breath on the Yakumo part since it hasn't been happening for the past couple of streams and off stream. Alright. Go ahead and finish this research. We think about what else we can do for today. So I think most of the Streams turned into base building, but that's fine. We're able to one-shot finish Bjorn in the first try. That's good. And we're also able to show... Oh, we lost the visitor. Oh well. Probably nobody important. We were able to kind of improve our production and base building setup quite a bit as well. And quest-wise, pretty much done with all the quests except this lock-in. It's really annoying. Find a cryo links with a specific passive. I'm probably just gonna leave it here. It's only gonna give you a cooling book anyway. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not gonna go out of my way for that right now. Just looking off things off my other lists. I guess we could try Arena. Let me just set up the base a bit here. Maybe we'll do an attempt on the final rank of Arena. We might be able to finish it now with the Zoe setup. And if not, at least find out the limits of the Zoe strategy. Oh, I'm out of recovery meds. Can you buy this? How many do you need? 20, 30. Okay, let's do a quick check if we can buy recovery meds, since that's distracting me. Go in here. 3, 4. And 5. Dune Shelter is still the best set of shops for now. Till they add something else in game in terms of the shopkeepers. So they want recovery meds. I don't recall if those are being sold anywhere. If not, we might be stuck. We'll have to actually make stuff. Low grade. Okay, we might have to actually make that. So we'll probably try something else. Nope. I think this is just a PAL merchant. Yeah, this is PAL. Oh well. That's fine. Guess we're done with the medicine research for now. Okay. I'll swap in the leveling team and then swap him out. Guess I'll get the 3 strongest Zoes. See if we can do the next rank of Arena. What type of games? Well, lately I've been kind of obsessed with Palworld, so it's been mostly this. But I've played some other stuff as well. More recently, I think Feybreak. And I've played like things like Marvel Rivals and other games before. But I do want to complete this Palworld series of streams that I'm working on. Graphic stuff. Maybe you can check. I can check that out off stream. But you can put a link down there if you like. Check that later. See. We'll bring the strongest ones. We'll bring 3 Zoes. This doesn't work. We're probably not finishing it. Okay. Just line this up as well. Weapon wise. I don't actually need. Yeah, I think we'll bring. Should do. Okay. Our Prisma set. We'll give the last rank of Arena a shot today before we finish up today's stream. And let's see if this works. So I think we haven't finished the last rank. The good part about Arena is it doesn't actually consume durability and stuff, ammo. So you can go in with your best stuff without worrying too much. Okay, let's see if we can do Master. Let's give this a few tries. Battle a Master rank opponent. Okay, Metal Merchant. Looks like mostly Earth types. But with my current setup, it doesn't really matter what kind of types they have. Just have to hope that this is strong enough. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, Zoe versus all those guys. Okay, come on. Oh man, you're tough. Okay, it doesn't look like we're strong enough for this. All 1 damage. Bloody hell. Oh, none of them. Maybe I need better accessories for this. Ah, not enough damage. Maybe we can kill one of these. Not cool. Come on. At least kill one. Yeesh. Die. Die. Come on. Come on. Please kill the small one. No way, man. The Zoes are not strong enough. They're getting wrecked by AoEs. Yeah. Nope. That didn't work out. Minus 50. Oh well. Hmm. Why is it highlighted? Let's see anything new. Let me think. A good thing they don't lose trust. Okay, let's try. Let's try it again, but with the proper accessories. I think it's the only major thing I can do. And if that doesn't work out, at least we baseline this one for today. So my problems are my pals are getting wrecked too quickly. I'll need more defense on the pals this time rather than on myself. Kind of whistle would I bring? Alright, let's try stacking defense. Pal defense, which is gonna become Zoe defense. If this works. But gotta experiment. Alright. Boost the Zoes a bit. And maybe we'll also get a an easier combination if we're lucky. Alright. Tear Prismas out. Let's try it again. Master. So I guess we'll have to build a team for this if we're not strong enough to take them out. Fiery Pal Tamer, so this is all fire now. Now, again, it doesn't matter with that Zoe set. So, let's see if this works. 3 Zoes versus all those things. I think the weakest one, I'll just target the one to the right. At least my damage is now higher than 1. On. No, the Zoes are going down faster. Yeah, I think it's the AoEs. No. Maybe I need better weapons too. Yeah, they're going down even faster than last time. Yeah, I think Master Rank's another challenge we'll have to prepare for. Yeah, the Zoes are not so good here. Yeah, come on, kill one at least. Get this one in particular. Ah, I got shocked. Oh, it knocked me out. Great. Ow. 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 Wah. Okay. We are not prepared for Master Rank. Not prepared. Okay, but at least we know. So that's something worth making some progression for. Probably we'll have to use something other than Zoe's unless I can find a way to condense at least 3 of them to max. That's gonna be a lot of effort though, since you cannot breed humans. Well, not in game anyway. Can't breed a human NPC, so I cannot easily farm the condensation fodder for this. That kind of sucks. But I guess that's the limit of Zoe for Arena. I'm hoping Zoe's still good for the raids at least, since I've invested quite a bit on them. Okay. That's fine. At least we gave it a shot. So master rank. It's gonna be something we're gonna have to plan for. We wanna beat that at least once. Maybe farm it as well. Alrighty. Oh, heck. Um, wait. Unequip this. Break something. And put these back. Okay, so we'll need to think of another approach. We'll need either... Probably better weapons will help as well. We can make some better weapons. Might be able to brute force it. I have to think of how to deal with arena. Since you're only bringing 3 at a time, might be tricky. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty. I think for now I'll just put my party back to farming team. So continue leveling up some of these other pals via the base raids, or rather by raiding enemy bases. The materials seems to be the fastest I've found. Alrighty. I think we'll just finish a few base chores and finish up for today's stream. Hopefully try to finish a bit closer to target time. I've been having too much fun past few streams. We need to kind of slow it down a bit. Oh, that's already a lot of hexolite. Nice. Okay. So shall go ahead and just get some of these base things in queue before we log off. Alrighty. I think turned out as being a pretty decent. Well, half of the stream turned up to becoming a base building stream. Just fine. We did defeat Bjorn quickly. It's always good. Probably need to farm a bit more chromite as we go along. Well, I tried to. I'll figure out what to research maybe off stream. Oh yeah, we forgot to check what's next on the expeditions. Although we won't have time to send out an expedition today. We'll take a look at. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. I thought we were only gonna unlock the last thing. You unlock additional options in terms of the expeditions by defeating the hard mode bosses as well. And it looks like these are focused this time on whichever materials you want to farm in particular. That's interesting. You want only lotus, if you want only ammo. Oh, it includes the rare ammo. That's interesting. Chromite, even. Okay, but it requires doing the bosses at hard. So you probably want to do the hard mode bosses some stage as well. Although, expect them to be a lot tougher. All right, so looking at the Feybreak, um, the Feybreak expedition, we can get chromite from it, so that's important. Giant pal souls. So that's a pretty good option as well. So on our next streams and probably even off stream, I'll be doing that a bit more. Be launching the new expeditions. So you can start farming at least some amount of chromite off stream. That should speed up our progression at least a little bit. This one we'll just leave on. Start with a bit of carbon fiber. This will finish processing whatever we can. So in terms of hexolite and corallum, we're low on specific material. I'll probably have to do some chromite caves and figure out as well how to get corallum. But that's fine. Still a lot of stuff to do, it seems. That's also a good thing. 1.0 is still quite a ways away, so we do want to continue enjoying what's available in Palworld today. Alright. Maybe just one last visit to the, well, it's now a breeding base. And call it for today's stream. Alright, Yakumo. Lot. Yeah, let's probably just sort these off stream. Get everything. There, a lot of large eggs. Get them all. And also large eggs. Get them all. I think the breeding speed's about the same. All of them. Okay, notice the crude oil is starting to accumulate. Probably want to put, yeah, we're gonna have to let the mood out. We'll put a, I'll figure this out in detail later, but I'll just put knife Cthulhu here. And before I forget, I might as well upgrade it. So do some quick upgrades on the eye. Make it a proper base pal. And leave that on the other side. So that we don't accumulate things unnecessarily. For this one, I'll just do the, all these table passives. Be sufficient. Doesn't need to really be maxed out. This is already dark. Yeah, this is already dark. So we only put runner and nimble. Noble. It won't hurt to keep noble. We don't want the malus, and put this. Okay, good enough. Might as well mark it as a base spell. And let's bring him back. Alright. So we'll say farewell to Dumud. And yeah, I think these are all workers now. Nobody's on vacation on the island anymore. That's fine. So working work preferences. I can only do that anyway. Transporting. Noble, runner, nimble. Good enough. Good enough for this side. I don't plan to max out the ones on this side. At least not anytime soon. Okay. To deal with all of this other stuff. Okay. So hatch these. Grab. I can hatch one. Oh, it passed down legend. Order's weird though. Kept all those eggs. Alright. It's probably last interesting thing we'll do here for a while. We're officially in the much more grindy stage. And I think we're properly entered into endgame now. Well, not really endgame. And endgame. Only a few things left to do. But yeah, we do still have to do the raids. I think there's one more oil rig here. Can do the raids and that master rank arena we failed to do earlier. Probably the next things to try out. See if we can finish those off. Alright, so we'll just leave this at a good point enough that I can leave it alone. Give everybody some job to do. And finish up. Alright, that's still growing. Alrighty, everything repaired, more or less. Nothing's badly damaged. It's fine. Alright, yeah, I might hunt more moonflower bases for levels and other things later on. But for now, I think that's about it. Hey Fury, welcome to the stream. Yeah, just about finishing up. But yeah, we're reaching pretty much the end game now. Just a few things to finish off. Probably, I was just saying, we'll probably do some raids. The raid bosses, the oil rig, and the master rank arena are things we haven't finished yet. But yeah, we finished all the tower bosses and completed the main missions as well. We pretty much unlocked all the tech. Now that it's time to actually grind and make the final stuff available for this patch. Is the map static? Yes. The main map's static. But for raid bosses, the way raid bosses are done is you have to summon them into a base. And typically you do want to build a base just for the raids because the boss will destroy everything. It's designed so that you're going to fight it with your base pals and your party at the same time. So pretty much including the player, a 21 versus 1 sort of thing. So we'll try to finish the next couple of raids. There's also ultra and hard mode towers and the ultra raids. So we'll see if we're gonna go through all that as well. But I think we've just finished most of the normal mode stuff today. But yeah, check out the VOD if you're interested. But yeah, I'm either gonna do the raids or the oil rig next. I'll see what I can prepare for off stream. Some of this is a bit grindier. It's all in good fun. Do want to upgrade from the Terraria weapons and see if we can get some of this fancier stuff like the charge rifle. Sounds strong. You can see does 12,500 damage per shot. So you can find out what content actually requires this. And yeah, but I'll probably just keep these Terraria weapons for regular farming. They're cheaper to maintain. But I'm going to build up those weapons and gear for the stronger stuff that come along. It didn't used to go through past gunpowder. On release, the final weapons were only um, basically the rocket launcher and the assault rifle. Those were pretty much the end game things. So it's still, I guess, modern age weapons. But they added, well, technically Gatling gun is still modern age. But they added some fancy stuff like missile launchers, laser Gatling, plasma cannons, and other stuff. And the patches that followed. Alrighty. But yeah, I think I'll be finishing up for today's stream. Yeah. It's sort of future armor. Definitely not something you'd see modern soldiers wear. Yeah, Avenger Hero. And I think they're gonna continue adding a bit more. Oh yeah, I mentioned it earlier in the stream a couple of times, but they are planning to release version 1.0 next year. So they actually announced that just in the past half day or day or so, depending on your time zone. So I'm looking forward to that. The game is getting completed soon. Yay! I'm still kind of half and half. If I'm gonna start over, I'm gonna continue with with this save, but we'll finish this content first and think about that later. That's next year's problem. Yeah, full release in 2026. They still will be releasing some kind of content patch for winter. So that's probably towards the end of the year. But the full release 2026 My guess could mean winter 2026, but we'll see. Pocket Pair has surprised us before. It might come earlier than that. But yeah, they did mention they're focusing a lot more on bug fixes, really removing some of the jank, uh, finalizing the quality of life features, making it more playable. So the winter patch might have less content. So considering it has less content, I might just continue this save for the winter patch. But I am quite tempted to start over as intended for full release. But we'll see. We'll see. Depends how lazy I am by then or distracted. Alrighty. But I think that's all I got to yap about for now. Yeah, it depends. It depends on how much content there really is. Considering the last tier of content they add usually is fairly grindy. It might be a grind anyway, even if I start um, from a relatively completed save on the previous patch. Alrighty, so I think that is future G's problem, and we'll worry about that next year. And yeah, all good luck to the devs of Pocket Fair. Looks like they do have a plan. I'll be looking forward to seeing that come to fruition. But until then, uh, we'll kind of enjoy the content for this year. I'll probably be finishing off my Palworld streams for this patch probably within the month, or if ever, maybe just until early October. And we'll see what we'll do next. Alright, cheers to you as well, Fury. And I think we'll finish off with outro. So thanks for hanging out. Whether you were thriving, vibing, or just surviving. Until next time, stay cozy, and I'll see you all soon. Later.
Hey!
Bye bye now.
Hey!
Bye bye.
Hey!